Woohoo! Welcome back to Big Herb the Nerd and today's episode of Blame It on the Youth as we go through our end of season rundown, having a look at the players that played well. Not just looking at their attributes, but looking at the stats, how well they actually played, looking at where we want to make some maybe additions in, maybe not, who knows. Essentially a rundown of every single position in the team. Do we think they played well or not? Shall we buy someone new for them or not? It's difficult now because we're a few seasons in. Obviously, we had an amazing season, finishing third in the Premier League. In the end, 5 points off champions, which is annoying. Only losing 8 games, 4 games drawn, 26 games won, a plus 61 goal difference. That's pretty massive. But yeah, as it's a youth challenge, it's difficult for us to bring really good players straight into the first team. But we will look at all of the players anyway. So if we look at the Premier League, it was a great season. Let's just pat ourselves on the back for that one. And if we look at the goals, we had Pellegrini and Trincao in the 2 top goal scorers for the season. Arp was down in 8th, and Arp had 16 goals from 15 appearances. So we got, our top Pellegrini got 21 goals from 20 appearances. When you look at, you've then got Trincao, had these 19 from 31. Juan Hernandez from Watford, 36 games played. Batshuayi, 37 games played. Interesting though that it's West Ham, Watford and Wolves who have the top goal scorers. Eduard from Liverpool, Carly from United, Belotti from Man City, all had like high 20s to 30 game seasons. And then Arp's in there, 15 games, 16 goals. So Arp had more goals than games, and so did Pellegrini. That one backs up my theory of going more to a 2 up top formation, possibly. But that was good to see. If we look at the average rating, we got Trincao and Badiashile topping the league table. Fekir coming in 3rd for Tottenham, and then we got Diop, Centelles. So you say my fullbacks can't play well. Centelles was 5th in the average rating. Just can't defend. Tonali in there, Belgian in there, Costina's even in there in 12th. It's 7.3. Is it because they're better going forward, though? If we look at assists, Trincao and Belgian, top 2. Belgian, man, what a player he was. Just dropping straight in for no money and then blowing the Premier League up. Without them two, though, assist-wise, Arp's next one down in 14th of 8. So, yeah, without those two, we would struggle. Player of the match, Pellegrini won. Clean sheets, where did we finish in the end? Bazunu finished in 6th, had 15 clean sheets. Need to do better there. We let in too many goals, clearly. But a season that has gone well. I mean, there's not much more we can say. We came 3rd. Was this 4 seasons in, 5 seasons in? We won the bloody Europa League as well. So let's have a look at the end of season's rewards then. Awards. And the overall best 11. So the overall best 11 still have Fabianski in goal, holding up Bazunu. We've got Centelles, Oxford, Diop and Costina. That's the back 4 we play. Gravenberch, Fernandez and Tonali as the midfield 3. Riccardi not making his way into the overall top 3. And Belgian, Trincao and Pellegrini. Which means our overall squad 11 is much better this year than it has been. I mean, we finished 3rd and we won the Europa League, so that's no surprise. Signing of the season, Darko Belgian, 716,000. Come straight into the Premier League and blew the fricker wide open. Young player of the season, Trincao. Goal of the season, Trincao. Fans player of the season, Trincao. Badiashile in 2nd and Pellegrini in 3rd. Just absolutely bossing it. What a season we had. Had the early few games wobbling around. Went into 2nd, 3rd, 1st for a lot of the season. And then right at the end, lost the wheels fell off the bus a little bit, didn't they? If we look at the squad dynamics, Noble still in there as a team leader. We've got Oxford and Diop up there now, which is good. In behind, we then have Arp, Tonali, Fernandez, Trincao, Centelles, Riccardi, and Moise Kean. So when Noble does step down, I'm not sure if he's going to stay on this season or not. We'll see. He wants to leave to play football. I want him to become a coach. We're like at an impasse. Fabianski will retire this season as well. So it's good that we've already got 2 team leaders in there. We shouldn't have such a worry when those guys leave. So that'll be good for morale. And other than that, we're just doing wicked. End of season injuries. Riccardi missed the most, 27% of the season he missed. We know that. 2 months with 5 injuries. So we got to watch him. Arp was out as well, and Pellegrini had a much better season. Although he had 5 injuries, he was only out for 5 weeks as his longest spell, which is good for us. Pellegrini was named as the player of the season, the Europa Cup player of the season. 11 appearances, 11 goals, 4 assists. The man is on fire. Nitcham and Reece Nelson in there. Boo, Arsenal. Boo, you lost in the end. Diop made it into the centre-back of the year. Belgian midfielder and Pellegrini striker in the Europa Cup. So that rounds out the season's awards. Let's have a look at the actual players themselves. See what we've got going on here. So, I mean, my big worry is there's a lot of wanted signs on here. A lot of wanted signs. I don't like that. So if you have a look at goals, let's have a look at Bazunu. His stats for the season. So, played 59 games, 63 goals conceded in total. That's not bad ratio. Not a bad ratio. Shots faced, 248. Saved, 75%. That's a very good ratio, actually. Shots held, only half, though. So he does like a parry. So we need to make sure that we... I've just seen this. I've never seen a tackle for a goalie. He made one tackle and it was a key tackle. No shit, Sherlock. Passes, 72%. That's good. No key passes, but we've been having him play short, so that makes sense. Yeah, goals conceded, 63. So he's done well. He needs to probably try and hold the ball a little bit more. His goals conceded is just over 1 a game, which is pretty good for a goalie. Shot save, 3. I'm quite happy. He was always going to be a worry, wasn't he? But he's come in, he's settled straight in, no worries. He's only at 2.5 star ability. As the team is getting better, the star rating to these players is dropping down. It's brilliant. Some players that were in there as like 5-star potential or like 4 5-star current ability are dropping off as the rest of the team grow with the club. I love it. So let's have a look. What is his punching? Tendency to punch is only 11, but what is his actual... Oh, it's just his tendency to punch. Okay, so it's 11. Well, we can look at that. We can work on some stuff. But yes, bloody good little season from Mr. Gavin Bazunu. Got no issues there. So let's get into... wrong button. Into the defenders then. So you guys have been calling them out, the wing backs. We're going to have a look at them. Have a look who we've got. We'll make sure we put the under 23s in as well, just so we can see what's going on with the guys below. So defenders. Let's have a look then. Highest start ability is Issa Diop still. 4-star ability, 4-star potential. He is now 25, one of the old hands of the team. After that, though, defensively, we're not looking that great, that strong. Centels is next. 3-star ability, 4-star potential. Badashili's behind him on 3-star. Oxford behind him on 3-star. Christina still down here on 2.5. And Christina is now dropped off to just the 3-star potential. Sessignon still looking good. Hernan Diaz is only a 2-star, but has got a 4-star potential. We may have to look at him and Costina. If Costina is now dropping off the pace slightly, he's still good, right? He's still very, very good, but just he's not screaming out to be one of the best. Although actually, I keep forgetting we've got Dusan Jerkovic, who is our 19-year-old Canadian. He's a fullback on defend. He's a central defender. Look at him. I bought him because he had good potential. And look at he's got 2.5 star, 4.5 star potential. His decisions are very good. Anticipation's great. He's quick. He's strong. He's 6'3". He can jump, which you guys love. And he's got heading, marking, and tackling. He's down as a defender right. He's no way near a defender right. But he could well be coming in as another centre-back. That's good for us, actually. Because now we have Diop, Badashili, Oxford, and Jerkovic, who will keep around. So right back, will Hernan Diaz take the place? He's still learning. He's still only 18. Do we think this guy, Hernan Diaz, can take over from Castina and be better? I'd say like his defensive work is poor. Good determination though. Work rate, teamwork's great. Aggression is a bit high. He's quick and strong. A right back maybe somewhere we look at then. We've got Will Greenidge as well. But he's not... Yeah. Right back is maybe the worry. I'm happy with Centelles on the left. Happy with Sessignon as his backup on the left. I know he's technically down as a winger, but I like him. We'll just need to train his tackling. So it's just the right-hand side. We've got Christina and we've got Hernan Diaz. Jallo is all the way down here now. As a 2-star, 2.5 star. It may be time for Thiago Jallo to leave. Did think for a period he was going to come through and absolutely blow us apart. Oh, did we buy him for 15 million? Ouch. How much is he worth now? Is he worth 15? Oh, he's worth 7. Oh, God. We may have lost money there on Jallo. But we've got Wallowitz, who's here as a central defender, who's better than Jallo as well. And then we've got Jerkovic, who is who's stretched ahead, and then he's only 19. So maybe Jallo's going to go. We look at a right back. Other than that, we're looking fairly strong. We may let some of these other guys leave because they haven't got the potential. Appearances. Let's look at average rating then. Highest, Badashili and Diop. Costina then in behind. Centel's in behind. This is where we'll realise that Costina still has something to offer. Masuaku in there. Good that he's hanging around. He's 28. He has no intention of leaving. It's good. He doesn't moan at all. He just starts getting paid. Oxford then in 7.37. But if you look, they're all above 7s. All above 7s. Everyone that's come in and played is above 7. So I'm pretty happy there. Distance cover per 90 minutes. Yeah, that's fine. Tackle 1%. Rice all the way up there. Rice we need to work out what we do with, but that's a different beast altogether. Quero. Quero's up there. He's the other right back, isn't he? I always forget him because I don't like his crossing. He's, again, almost more of a central defender. Good tackling, good marking. Can't head. He's just quick. Can't really cross. Yeah, I don't think Quero's the answer. It's between Hernan Diaz and Costina. Tackle 1%, so that's good. 90%, nearly. Costina's the only one dropped out, so central defenders on 90%. That's good to see. Tackles per game. Quero throwing a lot of defensive tackles. Centels as well. Costina. Masuaku. So the wide men throwing in more tackles. Diop and Badashili not in there on the tackles per game, which is fine because they win headers and interceptions. Fouls, Centel's making a few too fouls for my liking. Other than that, we're doing great 40s for the rest of the guys. Interceptions per 90 minutes. Hannah Diaz is the high. So we got Oxford up on 2.97. Then D up on 2.89. Badashili down on 2.71. Is he winning headers then? How's Badashili getting such a high rating? He's the highest header. Headers one per game. Diop, Oxford, Badashili. He's got 7.59. Is it because he scored goals? He's not really making mistakes, which is good. He's not giving away fouls. But he's not winning overly that many tackles. And he's not overly winning that many headers. But between those three, I'm very happy. Oxford, Badashili and Diop. I don't need to change my central defenders. They all work well together. Mistakes leading to goals. 2 for Costina. That's not good. And 2 for Diop. Diop's wanted by a lot of big players. 2 mistakes leading to goals is not great. Costina, that's not good either. I'll let him get away with it. Usually for that is how I drop people. I'm sure I dropped Oxford for the same sort of stuff last season. In terms of assists, Costina got 10. Tentel's got 8. I mean, that's where, outside of our wide wingers, this is where we make our assists up. It's in these plays. Passes are fine. Playing matches. Crossing. What's the crossing like for the wide guys? Costina, 21%. That's pretty damn good. Centel, 17. It's okay. So defender-wise, I'm fairly happy. Right back, I'll go and do some investigation on. Costina and Diaz, I'll do a bit of comparison on, a bit of training. Maybe look for some real good right backs. Set the scouts out now, searching. But let's move on now to the midfield 3. So, midfield. We have highest ability, Sandro Tonali. Look at that. 4.5 star ability, 4.5 star potential, 22 years old. Wanted by every man and his dog. He plays in, someone was saying, were you training me as a regista? Yeah. So I've got him in as a DLP at the moment. As a regista, he does a bit more work. Support. So I may look at that. As I'm looking at the role changes of the midfield 3, I was talking about maybe going to 2 up top. Maybe the DM was dead. Some of you in the comments have been saying, actually, get him off a DLP. Where, he's supporting the play. And he's got good off the ball. But this guy is amazing. He should be our Pirlo. So either Segundo Volante, his finishing's crap. There we go. Regista is the role. You are right. Dribbling, first touch, long shots. He can head as well. Passing, technique. It hits all of his 17s. I think we may have to use him there. But Tonali's been an absolute beast. Behind him we have Riccardi dropping straight into second. Bloody hell. So Riccardi at 21 years old, the advanced playmaker on support, drops in. He's got 5-star potential as well. Fernandez next. Pereira after that. Then Gravenberch. Gravenberch has really dropped off. He's still only 19. Fernandez is 26, who's getting on a little bit. But he's really dropped. He had a really good first season. Second season was a little bit confused. So I definitely need to build a team around Riccardi and Tonali. And then do I have a Fernandez or a Gravenberch or a Pereira in the third role? Or do I go for 2 up top? Or I have 2 formations where I change depending on what I want to do. Belgium counts as a midfielder in the centre as well. But they're really the ones we're looking at. Felix Correa played there a little bit. We'll have a look at how he got on. Noble obviously knocking around. 35 now. Mark Noble, Jesus. Okay, so average rating. Riccardi 7.43. Noble 7.34 in the 7 games he played. Beast. Tonali 7.3. Noel Jimenez. He's a good little youngster we had come through. Central midfielder. Good passer, good first touch. We'll make sure he gets trained up because he's got some good potential there. Gravenberch and Fernandez. But they're all above 7s again. All above 7s. Loving life. Goals. Gravenberch got 14 goals. Okay, that's where his value is then. 14 goals, 12 from Belgium. Fernandez got 10. So that attacking role is looking good. Riccardi on 6. Assist-wise, Tonali had 9. He could get away more if he was in that Regista role, couldn't he? Pereira got 7. Riccardi got 7. Okay. Assist per 90 minutes. Noble. Wow, Noble up there. So assist per 90 minutes not coming from the midfield 3, but that's fine. Chances created per 90 minutes. Again, not really coming from the midfield 3. Goals, Gravenberch up there, 0.39. What an absolute beast. 0.33 for Fernandez. Okay, so we are getting goals from that midfield. Passes, Correa, 86%. That's good. He's got some talent. Tonali, 86%. Rice, 86%. Good. Noel Jimenez, again, up there. 85%. We'll keep an eye on him. Fernandez down. Gravenberch down. Key passes per 90 minute. Riccardi, Correa. That's good. I'm glad Felix Correa's showing up on here because I want to keep him around. I need to train him. He's got good potential. Dribbling. No, don't we care about dribbling. Cross completion. Don't we care about tackling. Correa, 100%. Tonali. Riccardi up there. Crosses. Riccardi, Gravenberch. Interceptions per 90 minutes. Correa again. Look at him go. Man's on fire. He's everywhere. Oh, he only played 3. He played 3 appearances. So let's not overjudge him. But, you know, 3 appearances and he's consistently high. Shots. Ooh, Gravenberch down, but he's got the goals. And then mistakes leading to goals. Fernandez made 2 and Gravenberch made 2. These are guys I'm watching out for. They're both on key players. My feeling is one of them might leave. Gravenberch isn't wanted now. Fernandez apparently can get better. He's 26. I can't see him really getting better. If I can get some decent money for him, maybe he's the one that goes. Player of the matches. Gravenberch got 4. And we put more work into Gravenberch. He's only 19. So maybe he just needs some more time. He needs a little bit less game time, a little bit more rotation. But in midfield 3, if we look, I'm happy. I'm going to look at the formation. I'm happy with Tonali and Riccardi. I've got to build it around them. It's then looking at Fernandez, Pereira, Gravenberch, and Correa and saying, what's that third role going to be? We have enough there. We have enough rotation. I need to make sure, because Rice didn't really appear anywhere there, that he's now dropping off the pace slightly. Does he have the ability to play backup? Because where's Regista? He's not. To be fair, he's got dribbling, he's got first touch. His long shots are poor. Passing. But if we train him there, he could be a slightly less effective. We train him as one, but we might play him more in the more defensive role because he does prefer to play in that kind of anchorman defensive role, which is good. We do need a defender to come in sometimes. But I feel like Tonali's taken that role and made it his own now. So I'll have a look at the 3. I like the idea of playing Tonali as a Regista and therefore having 2 central midfielders in front of him. But at the same time, if we drop one of the central midfielders, we can put 2 strikers on, and that means we can go for an ARP and Pellegrini partnership, which I'm also very excited about. So now let's move on to the attacking players then. Attackers and attacking midfielders. The top 3, how are they performing? So, ability-wise, Pietro Pellegrini, 4.5 star ability, 4.5 star potential, 21 years old, absolute beast from these. He's amazing. He is amazing. Next, though, is ARP. He's still holding on, still strong. They're both wanted. Real Madrid want ARP. Pellegrini's wanted by everyone. We've signed them both on contracts, though, so they should be okay. They shouldn't want to leave. Trincao coming in next. Then Riccardi. We know about Riccardi. Keane, still up there. Moise Keane's wanted by Liverpool. I wouldn't be opposed to him going, but we'll have a look at the stats. Amarilla, we've obviously got in. I forgot about Amarilla on the left. He's also a very good striker. So if we did go to 2 striker systems, I'd stop training him on the left and play him through the middle as a striker. And is that it? Belgian. Belgian's down at 2.5 stars with 5-star potential. He had an absolutely outstanding season and he's only marked as 2.5 star ability. It just seems crazy. Yarmolenko's going to leave. at the end of his contract. That means we get £115,000 a week back in the wage budget. That's crazy. And then Sessegnon's knocking about as well. Korea's there. Jack Clark, we've got to come back. He's still got 4-star potential as another striker. So if we go for strikers, we've got players to bring back. El Noassi still knocking about as well. Good crosser, good dribble. I played a couple of games for us. 21 now, so I'm not sure if he's past his peak. Look at average rating. Pellegrini, Trincao, Arp, Belgian, Riccardi, Amarilla. We've got such strong attacking force. In terms of goals, 36 goals for Pellegrini, 26 for Trincao, 23 for Arp. Arp only played 23 games and he got 23 goals. Pellegrini played 33 goals. This is the thing. Like, do I play 2 strikers and therefore we absolutely dominate, or do I play 1 and they rotate? I've got Arp and Pellegrini scoring a goal per game. Goals per 90 minutes. Pellegrini and Arp 1.17 and 0.9. Trincao at 0.5. How can I not play these 2 up front? How can I not? It's a ridiculous partnership. If they're going back, I know they will score less goals with them both taking them, but I need to try it. I feel like I need to try it just because if we can just absolutely hammer the goals, who cares defensively, right? Shots on target ratio. Amarilla up there, 61%. Amarilla could come in and easily play as the 3rd striker as well. Oh, shots on, shots per 90 minutes? I don't really care so much about shots per 90 minutes. 3 for Arp. 2, yeah, about the same. Assists, 25 for Belgian. 24 for Trincao. So I would actually say overall, so Trincao scores and gets the assists. Belgian, not so much on the goals, but definitely on the assists. 25. Nearly 50 goals coming from those 2. Arp on 9. Pellegrini on 8. Riccardi on 7. That's fine. Assists per 90 minutes. Belgian top 0.68. Yama 0.68 from his 2 games. Trincao 0.54. Chances created per 90 minutes. Trincao 0.79. Amarilla. We've got such a good attacking team, man. Such a good attacking team. Handers 1 per 90 minutes. Pellegrini and Arp both in the 8s. Oh, pass completion. That's fine. Let's have a look at dribbles and crosses more importantly. Belgian 29% cross completion ratio. Where is Trincao? Down at 22. It's a big jump. Player of the match. 13 for Pellegrini. 7 Trincao. 6 Belgian. 4 Arp. 4 Gravenberch. That's the only thing that I don't think I need to buy any players, right? We've got these players here. We'll see us through. They're 21. Pellegrini 21. Arp's 22. Trincao's 22. Riccardi 21. Keane's 22. Amarilla's 19. Belgian's 19. These guys will see us through. We don't need any more strikers. But do we play a 4-2-2-2 or what we're playing now is the 4-3? So, it's hard. Let me know your suggestions down below. So we have our tactic, right? Do we stick with this? Do we stick with our beloved? Did we make the shithouse one work after? I don't think we did we? But do we play with this? Or do we drop the Gravenberch roll to give us this? Can Tonali play as a Regista? No, he can't. Oh, he can't play as a Regista from the middle. But a Riccardi Tonali, playmaker partnership in the middle. The defenders behind, we'll drop the wing backs down so they're more defensive. So we don't need to worry about them getting too far forward. They can cross early. They do get goals in from here. And then we have Trincao, Belgian, Pellegrini. And it would be then Fiat Arp dropping in here. Because he's a pressing forward, complete forward. I mean, you've got to look at that and say, oh, look at the players we could have going. 2 wingers firing in to 2 strikers. Okay, so I will leave that there. I'm going to go away, look at some right backs, do some training on the right backs, make sure everything's set, have the pre-season, and I will see you back after Christmas. So probably from the 7th of Jan, we will start again the next season of Blame It on the Youth. We've probably got if we win the Prem this season, come in, and we do a good job in the Champs League, we may finish it there. We may take it for one more. We may take it to Twitch to carry on and bring something new to the channel, because I've got ideas for a new save for the YouTube side, and I don't want this one to carry on for too long. When it goes well, it's brilliant. I can't just keep playing it forever really well, because although I enjoy it, at some point it starts to get boring when the challenge is over. So we'll see what we do with this save. But I think if we have we've got 2 seasons max in this. If we win the Prem and do a good job in the Champions League, we may stop this season. We may give it one more hit to get Prem and Champions League. So I reckon 2 more seasons max in this save before we just put it in the cupboard for a bit. Or maybe we take it over to Twitch just to see what domination we can do from there. But I will leave it. Let me know your suggestions on formations, on players, and what we should do going forward. And I'll see you back after Christmas. Have a brilliant Christmas and New Year, everyone. I appreciate you all muchly. In January, I think it's our 2-year anniversary of content creation. So, yes, what a crazy rollercoaster ride it has been. Thank you for those of you that have been with me for a lot of this journey. And I will see you in the new year for some more Blame It on the Youth action. Have a Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. See you next time. Bye-bye.